Alright, still 94.1 UNIZIK FM, the station that rocks not just east of the Niger but all over Nigeria. Like I told you, today is Tuesday morning right here, and of course today is also the 28th of November 2023. And of course, don't forget we are interactive on social media, on Twitter, on Facebook, on IG, and we also live on YouTube. That's UNIZIK 94, the 1FM. Today we're going to talk about something very, very important that we want to actually dissect. It's called female genital mutilation, that's FGM for short, which refers to all procedures involving partial or total removal of the female external genitalia or other injury to the female genital organs for non-medical reasons. And sadly, a lot of people still practice this. It's carried out for a number of cultural, religious, and social reasons. Now, some families and communities believe that FGM will benefit the girl in some way, such as preparing them for marriage, for childbirth. But like we know, FGM is a harmful practice that isn't required by religion, and there are no health benefits of FGM. Today, to talk about this, I have very important people right here in the studio. We are talking about female genital mutilation, that's FGM, and I talked about and I explained what it was, and of course I have very important people in the studio to talk about it today on the morning track. Chinuza, let me start with you. I talked about female genital mutilation and why some religious people, some culture also still practice it. What do you think is the major reason why people do this?
I think that it has anything to do with religion?
Well, I don't know, but they say, some of them will say that in order to prepare the lady for childbirth and marriage.
It is a cultural thing that filtered into religion.
Okay.
Because as far as I'm concerned, there are some practices that the cultural section of society wants in the system.
Yes.
And how do we push this for it to be accepted? They find a way to root it into religion. Because if you talk about religion in the context of Christianity, except if it is traditional religion, because Christianity, I don't think that is the people, those that brought it to us, they don't practice it. So how would they have introduced it? So me, I felt this thing got to the table of negotiation. You want us to follow your God, you want us to follow what you do, but you cannot deny us this. This is what has been keeping us. And for you to actually, you have to bring it to the table of bargaining. You take this, you remove that. You understand? That is the way I look at it, because it has nothing to do with religion. If we keep blaming the whites for bringing us religion, are we going to blame them also for getting this to us? Because this is what our people have been practicing even before the coming of the Christian promulgators and all that. So it is a traditional thing. That is just one, not religion. I don't think, except when you talk about religion, you have traditional religion.
Yes.
That is this is a religion that promotes whatever the culture of the people takes. So that's, I'm not looking at it from the religion, from the Christian religious angle.
Looking at the side and the merits of FGM, then that lots of them, and we have issue of constant pain. We have issue of infections, which can also cause infertility.
Yes.
There's bleeding problems, peeing too, or holding pee, as the case may be. There's also depression, flashbacks, self-harm, and then problems during labor and childbirth. And you keep wondering, why do people keep practicing this, even when the merits, it doesn't have any merit.
I was waiting for you to see whether merits and demerits. There is no merit at all. Nothing to be meritorious about it.
Yes.
But the truth of the matter is, it is a thing that indoctrination had put into the heads of our parents. They have been in Igbo parlance, they will say "Asago visi," Safi is very well. You have this belief that if I do this to this child, she will not be promiscuous. If I do this to her, to prepare her during childbirth and all that, they will not keep all manner of sentiments around it, and mothers readily picked it. That's just it.
Sad indeed. Okay, let me ask Yvonne. Do you have any knowledge about this? And then, what do you think about it actually?
Okay, basically, my knowledge about it is from reading ancient texts.
Okay.
And what they normally say about it is to suppress a girl's sexual urge and ensure that she's chaste by the time she's ready for marriage. So that was all the said, or the main motive behind that act.
One of the motives, actually.
One of the motives.
Yes. Okay. So, what have you seen anybody that was done to, or so maybe somebody talked about it or something, or
on social media, yes, but personally, no.
Okay, you haven't.
Yes.
Okay. Now, so let me come back to you. Let's now look at the way forward. We talked about that it doesn't have any merit. And we talked about some of the reasons why it's being done. But Maxine, what do we do now? What is the way forward?
Sensitization, continual sensitization. Let us not assume that it has stopped. You may still be talking about the one they do by that maybe they use either sharp objects, razor, knife, or whatever. Now, due to the sensitization, mothers had gone to the type where now they use Vaseline, to suppress, to cause.
What is the aim of that thing? Is it
it's still that same aim that okay, they say we should stop using knife. Let us now be using our hand. They will use Vaseline. Mothers, they do it. They will use Vaseline and they will, at the foreskin of the clitoris, they will pressing it. The child will be crying.
Right.
Every other mother will come in and they will be like, "Oh, is that what you're doing? Okay, so at least you are not going to cut it." Do you understand? Still with pain upon that child. Look at what Yvonne is doing. Probably as a child, that is what was done to her. She's just trying to be like.
But even if it was done, she might not even be able to remember.
Yes, but as
the
way I'm explaining it now, she'll be like, "Did this ever happen?" You understand? So, mothers, we talk to mothers, religious bodies. Sensitization is the way forward. This thing does no good to the child.
Anyway.
Some marriages, get destroyed as a result of this. You think you did something good to that child, and forever that child will never enjoy sexual whether stimulation or relationships and all that. She will not. Do you understand? And what happens if that child marries a man that needs that and she cannot do it, and there will be opunanya, and when you now come as a family, they'll be looking at you. This one will say, ask him. The man will say, ask her. They will not be able to tell you what is happening.
What's going on?
So, sensitization. Let us know that this thing does the girl child no good at all.
Wonderful. Yvonne, on the final note, what do you think? What do you think should be done?
Mommy Chigo is a bag of wisdom. Actually, I can't say anything outside what she's already said.
Okay.
So she said it all, honestly.
So sensitization and letting women know that female genital mutilation
in the hospitals,
anywhere,
those nurses, they will not tell that their grandmother said. They will, secretly do some things without the men are more, relaxed, accepting this. A man sent the wife packing because of they hid it from him. He went out. They thought he had gone. And they brought that child for that act. Something, he forgot something. And came back home and heard the girl crying
heavily.
He was like, what is happening to this child? He stepped in and saw blood everywhere. Blood everywhere. What is happening? That from there, he asked the mother-in-law that came for our usual omugo, and leave my house. That was the end. Can't come here and kill my child in the name of whatever you believe in.
Very sad one. Okay, thank you so much. I think this is where we'll call it a wrap on this particular discourse. I want to thank Chigozie Chibuta. Thank you so much for being here. You said a lot, and I hope and I do pray that our listener also learned something, and to also our mothers, our grandmothers, our mothers' mothers.
I'm happy that you treated this topic.
Yes, let's stop female genital mutilation.
Mutilation.
Very, very important.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have any merit.
Any
There is
merit.
no gain to it.
Nothing.
No, it doesn't add anything to the
Anything.
child. In fact, it removes.
It removes,
You know,
yeah.
I talked about lots of disadvantages of doing that already, and
It removes.
it's really, really sad. Yvonne, thank you so much for being here.